Hey everybody, Jeff Wilson here with the Wilson team at Front Point Mortgage coming to you with our Monday market update. So rates stabilized. Very good news. I was kind of hoping to bring you some really awesome news and say, hey, interest rates are in the sixes and fives for everything, but or fives for everything, but they're still hanging in there in the sixes. The 10-year Treasury did get down to that 4.33 level. So we are seeing rates now just kind of stable at 6.125. I don't think anything's knocking them up to 6 3/8 or 6 1/4 based on any data that we get throughout this week or even the coming weeks. So we're at 5.75 on VA and FHA, 6 1/8 in conventional, 6 3/8 in jumbos. That's not right. Not second week. We'll change that. So everything looks good and solid with rates. Let me tell you why. So the PCE report came back showing a couple of things that I thought were interesting, but as usual, the month-over-month numbers weren't the real driver of the report. The year-over-year numbers were the driver. So numbers actually got worse from January to February in most of the internal data, but they decreased year over year, which is showing that we're trending in the right direction. We're headed closer to where the Fed wants us to be. Within that report, mostly we focus on the core rate, which strips out food and energy costs. So we don't want to look at things that are as volatile as eggs, chicken eggs, right? Or gas, where if a fight in the Oval Office causes, gas to go up a few bucks here or there, we can't really measure that stuff and get good data. So we have to pull that out. That report showed again that the month over month was worse, but the year over year was an improvement from 2024, which is great news. So even though that the numbers were, worse, being better year over year is really going to drive the markets to push things in the direction that gives us better interest rates. Better interest rates is better for our industry. Let's see what else we have. The markets saw this coming. So, of course, so the markets saw this coming. I don't know how they know. I mean, I try to read as much as I can. I don't know how they know, but they knew, and they always know, and they already had this priced in throughout the course of the last 2 weeks of February. And I was super aggressive on my rates in anticipation of that as well. Everybody sort of caught up to me a little bit, but I'm still a 0.5% lower than the rest of the industry. So I'm still very aggressive on my pricing. I'm very aggressive on my low commission pricing so that we can help keep moving the needle on people buying homes. One thing that I saw in that report that I thought was interesting was that spending fell 0.2%. That's been a while since we've seen that. People are starting to spend less money. In essence, people are stopping using their credit cards as much. A very small number, but think about how many people in this country use credit cards and multiple credit cards. So a 0.2% move month over month, not year over year, was very good. People need to stop spending money. So I liked that inside the report. Not a huge amount of information coming in this week that's going to move the market, so I'm going to skip that part of the presentation today. I'm doing a lot of phone calls right now, so please call me with any questions. A lot of my phone calls are, what could I do to make my offer more aggressive? How could I get, for a buyer? For real estate agents, it's, hey, Jeff, can we re-review the pre-approval? Can we take a look with the lower rates? Can we take a look at what $500,000 loan looks like? $800,000 loan looks like? Can we take a look at what you and I talked about 8 months ago again, so that we can show them what this looks like at today's rates rather than what the rates were, even in December. They were so much worse than they are right now. So I like rates. If they stayed here forever, I'd be a happy man. I think you would be too. But they're likely to go down more, which is even better. But it's time to reevaluate. As we're going into purchase season, let's take a look at what a $500,000 loan amount looks at 6.125 rather than the 6.875 like a couple of months ago. That might make people a little bit more motivated. Plus, it's more of a buyer's market, and they have the opportunity to make a deal with the seller, especially if you look around, there's for sale signs everywhere, depending on your neighborhood, and there's a lot of competition out there. So most likely there's a deal to be made. Please, again, like I said, call me with any questions, and always like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Try to get it pushed out to more people if you can. have the office watch this. I can always do more if people need more information. But yeah, that's it. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope to talk to you on the phone soon. And yeah, have a great week. Again, this is Jeffrey Wilson with the Wilson team at Front Point Mortgage, where we are upfront and to the point.